Why upping your macros and calories could lead to more fat loss. And what's probably coming to your mind right away is like, that's not possible. Upping your macros and calories won't lead to more fat loss. In theory, it doesn't, because calories in versus calories out determine fat loss or fat gain. So if macros and calories are lower, in reality, you are losing more weight. You're going to be in more of a deficit. But there's so many other factors coming into play that change the whole game. But before we begin, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We have so much more cool content coming. I just want you guys to know, at any point you're listening to this video and you're like, whoa, like this is something I learned that's new and I did not truly see before. It gave you a new perspective. Just give the video a thumbs up. That tells YouTube that more people need to see this and gain this perspective as well. So let's use a concrete example of a female that is under eating. Most times this is the case. We have a female, she's eating 1,400 calories. She's doing that for 6 days per week. She's doing well. But on that 7th day, she can't do it anymore. She just cannot handle it anymore, and so she has a binge. And let's say she has a binge of about 4,500 calories. That's being on the safe side, because you got to think of a binge. The foods that you can fit into a 1,400 calorie diet are not the same that you'd fit into a cheat day. So the cheat day is going to be so much of these calorically dense foods that were off limits on the 1,400 calorie day that you can really do some damage. So what I want to do is walk you guys through a full week of what does 6 days at 1,400 calories look like, and then 1 day at 4,500 calories. What does that do for your fat loss? So first off, we need to understand, what is the total weekly calories? So for example, 6 days per week, you're eating 1,400 calories. You're going to multiply that by 6, and it's going to give you 8,400 calories in those 6 days. You're going to add your 4,500, and that's going to give you 12,900 calories. So for the 6 days, your average is 1,400, but then you have this cheat day. What does that do for the weekly average for each day? So now to figure out what the daily average is going to be, you're just going to divide that number by 7. That gives you 1,843 calories. That's your average. So you went from 6 days at 1,400 calories to now your daily average being 1,843 calories. So you have to understand that this cheat day is actually bringing your average up. So one way to combat this is, let's up your macros and your calories to a higher level, to where you don't have this urge to binge, that where you can fit these foods in that tackle cravings. You don't feel deprived to where you need to have a cheat day. So then if we were to up your macros to 1,650 or even 1,700, you'd still be at a better position than when you had the cheat day. This is a misdirection.
Craft of close-up magic. It's all about misdirection.
In reality, if you were to stay at 1,400 calories and be able to maintain that, you'd have more weight loss and fat loss. But the perfect diet, even I think that's underfueling, that's way underfueling depending on who you are, but most diets are restrictive and they want you to eat as little calories as possible so you can lose as much weight. But we're playing the long game here. We want sustainability. We want long-term fat loss success and keep the fat off. We don't want to just lose weight. We don't have a weight loss problem in this country. We have a weight gain problem. We don't know what to do when we lose the weight. We don't know how to maintain it. And one way to maintain it is to keep your calories as high as possible while still losing weight. We don't need to suffer. So if you keep your calories up at 1,700, that's an extra 300 calories each day, and your daily average is that much higher. And then the long term will lead to more fat loss and also more dietary adherence, to where you won't have these peaks and valleys and you won't get burnt out. Because we all know after a cheat day, we feel like crap. We feel like we've lost. And so if you can be more consistent across the board, your morale is going to be that much higher as well. And so I want to give another example. We have the weekday warrior. Monday through Thursday, you crush it. You're on low calories. You're just crushing your diet. You're doing amazing. Then Friday comes around. Your calories come up a little bit higher. During the day on Friday when you're at work, you're crushing it. Then that night, you get after it.
Give me that thing. I'll do one. Oh! Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Then on Saturday, it's like, woo!
You know it.
Like, let's do this.
Frank!
Hey, honey, we're streaking.
And so on Saturdays, you go hard. You eat a lot, you drink a lot, you just have fun, you let loose. You say, screw this diet. Then on Sunday, early in the day, you're still in that mode like, hey, let's just continue this going. Let's go, screw this diet.
So it's a drinking.
Last one standing wins.
And then the half part of Sunday, probably past 3 or 4 p.m., you get back on track and you get ready for Monday. We all know this. We've all done this. I've done this. So what does that look like? Okay, so Monday through Thursday, you're eating about 1,400 calories. Then on Friday, let's say you've gone up to about 2,500. Then on Saturday, 4,000. Then on Sunday, 3,000. So in reality, you're like, okay, 1,400 calories, like that's what I need to be eating to lose weight. But then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday come along, and I don't think a lot of people realize what can be done on that weekend extravaganza. So let's go over what the weekly average looks like, taking into account all of these days, because the weekly average is what we're really focused on. That's really what's driving fat loss. Okay, so we're just gonna do some math. So you had 1,400 calories Monday through Thursday. So 1,400 times 4 is going to give us 5,600 calories for those 4 days. And then we got to add 2,500 for Friday. That's going to give us 8,100 calories for the week. So then we add 4,000 calories for Saturday, and that's going to put us at 12,100 calories. And then we add 3,000 on Sunday, and that's going to put us at 15,100 calories. So now we just divide that by 7, and our daily average for the 7 days is 2,157 calories. That's mind-blowing for a lot of people. If you were to tell somebody, hey, like you're eating 1,400 calories and you want to lose weight, they're like, yeah, okay, that's going to lead to me losing weight. But then you say to them, but you're actually eating on average about 2,100, 2,200 calories per day. They're going to be like, what, really? And a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people realize this. They see the days where they're suffering, but then they don't see the days that they went out to undo the suffering, and they don't know what that's actually doing in the grand scheme of things. It's bringing them right back to the middle. You go to one extreme to another, and it brings you right back to the middle. So this is another example where upping your macros and your calories during the week might lead to less crazy weekends. So I could up your macros to 1,600 or 1,700 calories during the week, depending on your size, everything like that. That's irrelevant right now. The whole idea is upping your macros and calories in order to increase adherence and decrease the feeling of deprivation. So if during the week I can up your macros and calories, you can still have fun on the weekends. You can still drink, you can still do all these things, but you won't have the urge to just go crazy. You'll fit it in. And one thing I can cover in a future topic is how to cycle your calories and your macros based upon the weekday to the weekend. So where you have more fun on the weekends, how do you fit that into your macros and your weekly targets? So leave me a comment below and let me know if I should make that video. And so another reason why if I upped your macros and your calories, you could also lose more body fat is the fact that more energy expenditure. More energy in might lead to more energy out. There's some amazing studies talking about NEAT. This means non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's fidgeting, it's moving. So if I give you more food, your spontaneous movement is going to go up. So that means that I'm gonna be fidgeting, I'm gonna park in the back of the parking lot, I'm gonna take the stairs instead of the elevator, I can't sit still, I'm not gonna just be slumped over being like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm gonna move a lot more, thus I'm gonna burn more calories. And there's people who are hyper responders and there are people who are not responsive at all. So hyper responders, if you give them more food, they will move more. The non-hyper responders, you give them more food, they'll pretty much do the same. So they can diet on a little bit less than their maintenance, and then they can bulk on a little bit more of their maintenance. So it's very small window. But for the hyper responders, they diet on a lot less calories and they gain on a lot more because they're so much more sensitive to that. So more food means they move a lot more. Less food means they move a lot less. And so their variability is that much bigger. So for example, if you are dieting on 1,400 calories, maybe adding more food in will lead to you losing more weight because you're going to be fidgeting more, you're going to have more energy. And also you probably will hit your workouts a lot harder and burn a lot more calories. And also the chances of you binging and feeling deprived and creating dietary adherence is that much higher because fat loss doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. Most times it's like a 12-week period. So if I can create more sustainability for you to where you're hitting your workouts hard, you're keeping your strength, you're keeping your muscle, and you're keeping your output, you're crushing your workouts, thus that's going to lead to a lot better of an end product. And not only that, you'll have a lot better of a mood because you won't be feeling so deprived. You'll still be able to enjoy some social situations and people will want to be around you and want to support you, and you'll be smiling a lot more. And that is so freaking important. work. All right, so that's it, my friends. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Was there any moment during the video you're like, wow, I never thought of it that way? Let me know which part that was. I really love getting you guys' feedback. Please give the video a thumbs up. I'm trying to create more perspective for you guys to understand that like you can create nutritional freedom. There's so many different tools that you have in your toolkit to create the perfect diet for you guys. So let's continue to have fun with this. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just know that your goal is to create a diet that fits your lifestyle. That is it, nutritional freedom. And it's a slow process. It happens over time, but you will get there. Just continue to ask yourself the right questions and consume content like this that challenges you to think differently. And as always, thank you so much for watching. God bless. And we'll see you guys in the next video.